Hi, everyone. Come on in or get your drinks, your snacks, your receipts. I'll be glad to see those receipts. Okay, grabbing my notes. Hope everybody's had a good day. Trying to decide where to start. Let's bring up the big subject of the day. Okay, we'll start with hmm, DOA. Let's start with him. Let's talk about his lies, his bans, his grifting, taking YouTube into people's real lives. Um, I don't know. Finding random people who will bring in content because, he's all about the content, the views, and all that. People such as David B. Oh, boring. She, oh, gross. Totally sexually inappropriate. We'll get to that. So, where should we start in all of this? Hey, Erica. Where should we start? Shall we start with the lies? The lies are pretty simple. Those are done on a daily basis. When he gets mad at someone, he will lie. I'm sure I know so many people. Hey, Coco. So many people have heard DOA scream at me and call me a liar and a bully. What you didn't hear was, as he calls it, back chat in quotation marks. That would be him calling me to tell me I was not a liar or a bully because I actually had the information. So, DOA, you and your back chats, you are the back chatter. Jeez. Now Lexi's trying to talk to me over here. Okay, bans. When does DOA ban people? This is really easy because he has Cheese Help to do the banning. She does 99% of deciding who's banned, who isn't. If people aren't giving him enough money, if people know too much about what's going on, if he feels he's used up somebody, if he has sent somebody out to do his dirty work and they're getting a little too powerful for him, and too big, and that includes you, Judy. They used you, whether you realized it or not. And I'm sorry to hear that. Although, again, I have tried to warn you guys, and I was in there with you guys. And Judy, I believe I was there before you were there, unless you were under a new name or a different name back then. So I was not around for Washington, D.C., thank God. And we still have to hear about Washington, D.C. I don't want to hear it. The grifting. Come on, guys. Seriously? How much money has been raised for this guy to live on vacation? Why don't you save the money for your own vacations, your own stuff, and for yourself and self care? He doesn't deserve your money just to drive around and party and camp. Tell you, he can get a job to do all that. He doesn't need to grift off of everybody. Don't mind background noise because there are people in my house. So there will be noises here and there. Um, the taking it into real life. This is something that he always swore that they would never do. They, being him, any of his moderators, anybody in his chat. But what's he do? Better yet, what's Chi do? Um, we'll talk about Chi a little bit more in a little while. So, from my point of view, what he's doing, now I'm going to skip over to somebody else, is he's trying to get KK back in his chat. He wants Crackhead Kenny to hang out in his chat. Yes, he's trying really hard. And then he's kind of being nice to his old trolls, so I'm guessing he wants those back. I don't know why his brain seems to live and fantasize about DC, which we heard from Sticker Chick was bull crap, basically. Um, and I believe Sticker Chick, and definitely believe Sticker Chick over DOA. Good lord. So, Kenny, I just want you to know that you're irrelevant, and 99.9% of the people, you're disgusting. You're all about minor children. You want to call schools? You want to worry about what all the minor children are doing, Kenny? What is that? What's up with you? You do kind of sound like DOA at this point. So we're going to stop. I'll tell you at the end what's going to happen with all these people. Okay. Also, how many of you thought that you were actually donating to DOA when in fact what was happening is you were giving money to DOA to give to Z? She wasn't working. She was everywhere he was. And Sticker Chick did say, I am going to refer back to Sticker Chick because Sticker Chick told a lot of truths that I knew, but nobody was going to listen to me. I have a small channel. I'm a nobody. That's all there is to it. I mean, I am blunt, so yeah, I'm pretty well known for being that. Anyway, the money going to Z pay for her food. God knows she ate a lot of food. The both of them did. We have a running joke around the internet about not only did they eat at every McDonald's up the coast, they ate McDonald's. They ate the whole building when they were done for dessert. And really, Z, you go on to, you're being interviewed about a protest and you're talking about how you're too high to even know if you're protesting or why. Yeah, that video is still up too. And not to mention there are copies. So you guys that want to say that shit is, that we're saying is wrong, I'm saying, bring it and prove it. And don't even try it because we will compare it to all the other ones. I've got questions throughout all of this. I mean, you're welcome to believe what you choose, but also know that when you come back at me and swear that something's truth, you better have a receipt. Okay, next. I have a whole list. I'm literally trying to stick by the list because I haven't done this in so long. I'm like really nervous. So, DOA in people's personal lives. DOA, you brought your own personal life into this whole internet crap, and then your sister brought herself in. So you talked about your family so much, it was gross. And can you not say the R word like 500 times in 10 minutes? It's getting gross. I mean, it's almost like you're starting to dream about it now. No one cares. It's not even your cat. You have not seen that cat in years, so whatever. If that's your cat, you're a real irresponsible cat owner. So yeah, Z begging for money all the time. I mean, Sticker Chick talked about that also. And she, by the way, you always hear them complaining that they don't see people on their videos. I'm a real person. I could show you here. I'm not AI in any way. Ready? I may be scary. Oh, never mind. I got my camera covered. Here. Okay. The Band-Aid went back. That's rules by my son too. Keep that covered. Anyway, so I'm real. I'm here. But Z has never shown her face. In any videos. This leads us back to, I'm going to say Z was around probably in the DC days. She also goes by Lockpicking's Gal. She appeared in the chat as Lockpicking's Gal when DOA had wrecked his van and was on his way. It was either before he wrecked the van or right after. And she said that she paid him to unban me, which she did not, by the way. I was only banned on one of his channels. So Z, quit bullshitting. You were bullshitting back then. Good God. And no, a lot of the information that I have is public record, by the way. So when I state a few things about a few people, it is public record. I don't have to hire anybody to look. I don't get people with credentials to look either. So, also, as I started to say about Z, I'm going to get confused because I'm nervous. Anyways, I started to say about Z, go to Lockpicking's Gal. You will never see her face there, nor do you see her face now. The only reason that she was caught on camera a couple times, she hangs over Chi's shoulder because, well, yeah, whatever. And the video where the reporter was recording her talking about she was too high to know what protest she was at or why. Yeah, that's the only time you ever saw Z. A little weird. Not when she's begging for money and things, right? Let's see. Yeah, why would you pay for somebody to be on vacation? Sticker Chick was right about that because that's basically all DOA does. He goes on vacation. He pulls out money and flashes it. Who does that remind you of? Crackhead Kenny. Remember that one time when he pulled out money and flashed it? Yeah. He's becoming kind of like Crackhead Kenny. He's on his way. And again, stay out of people's personal lives, you idiot. And everybody who donates to him, why don't you send this to an actual cause? There are actual real causes out there that could use money. DOA is a full-grown man, and he's not a big baby like he pretends to. Okay, he may act like a big baby. He can make his choices. And what choices he makes, the consequences are his. There's nothing anybody can do. Just know that he's making the choices, including believing anything and everything that she tells him to believe. Let's see. Yeah, DOA did admit that he uses people for clicks and views. He's a really big clickbaiter also. He went after AZ and wiped his channel down quite a bit. We have those videos. I don't think I need to replay those. And then you have Chi, on the other hand, telling everyone that AZ is a pedophile. DOA, what do you think your moderator? Chi, what do you think yourself? Going around calling people pedophiles. Wasn't that something you weren't going to do? Yes, we have proof of it. Yes, Chi, we have all your recorded videos that you took down. And yes, Chi, we know that you're putting your videos on Z's page. So there's that also. I don't know what this thing is doing. Anyway, there's all that also going on. So she knows that she's being watched. Hey, Sticker, good to see you. She does know she's being watched. That's why she's putting her videos on Z's channel now, because she knows all of hers are being watched. I'm trying to read my notes as quick as I can. I scribbled these. I literally have 5 pages. Oh yeah, and when everybody started hating me so bad was when DOA called me a liar and a bully, and I just talked about that. How his back chat was him calling me and telling me it was false. So why did he do that? He thought he would embarrass me. He thought he would shut me up. He obviously didn't know me very well. Nobody shuts me up. I'm too old to be shut up, okay? Not to mention, I'm very blunt. I've always been a blunt person. I was raised by blunt people. It's the way I am. I'm not going to change at my age for anybody, and definitely not for him. I stuck around And I just kind of watched. It got to the point of viewing the chat more than I paid attention to what he was doing because I was watching on who was going to be next. I could almost pick out. Well, with Judy, I literally 2 months before it happened, I told some people that Judy was one on his next banning because Judy was getting too powerful and too loud for Chi and DOA. I mean, she is the one that sent her out to do a lot of this stuff. I don't know if she's aware of it. I watched it. I watched Chi's lives. Yes, Chi, we have those all, even though you erased them, okay? So you can say what you want. And Chi, here's another thing. If you're a victim of SA, why is it that you are so fascinated and you want to talk sex all the time? I mean, it's like every chat you talk about sex and then you'll throw up names of people that you're going after. That's it. That's pretty much your chat content in DOA's chat. We have here, let me show you this one. I have this one loaded up here just because it was a quick grab. Look, Chi Chicana with her wrench. Are you reading us a letter from Crimson about what we did to his channel? LOL. Nobody wrote him a letter about what they did to AZ's channel. He tried to say that he made AZ's channel. He did not. AZ's channel has been there since before DOA was ever even in DC. 2010. Check yourself. Go to the about. So there's that. So it's just weird. It's just weird. And then, well, and MLH, this is for you because you didn't like that I put up Chi's picture the other night because of her broken face where she dived into a swimming pool drunk and on drugs and broke her cheekbone and her nose, and you were mad that that picture was put up and she had makeup on. Here, how will you be mad about this and be thankful I'm not playing the whole video because come on, gross. I mean gross. But here's a picture for you, MLH. How about this? How about this in the shower? How gross is this? Just take a look at that with her Joker face. You like that one better, MLH? Do you love that? Just asking for a friend. MLH, you are so freaking gross. You can't tell the truth to save your life. I even have done here about Sticker Chick and your crap about it being AI when we saw it on your channel and you took it down, dude. You took it down. What Sticker Chick has is the actual thing. Okay. You did one too many pratfalls. Okay. You've hit your head in one of those pratfalls, acting like someone threw you to the ground. You really shouldn't harm yourself by throwing yourself on the ground like that. It's kind of stupid. Your channel is like some really bad rag magazine. I don't even remember what they're called now. They're in the stores. Who cares? It's just dumb. One too many pratfalls, dude. One too many pratfalls. But anyway, let's go back to Chi and her sexualizing everything. Many people don't know when she appeared. Okay, now as far I know from trying to gather information on what went down when DOA was arrested, I do know that she was in Cam's chat. I did find her name there. She may have been in other chats before that. But she would appear, she was there at La Poubelle at the protests. I'm amazed that no one seems to know that she was there. She literally was in a onesie and would hide at the corner of the tent in the bookstore. She would be in chat and act like she wasn't there. If you watched what was going on, she literally stood in that shadow in that corner. She was there the whole time. So she's been around for quite some time. And Sticker Chick again, sorry I keep mentioning you, but you brought up some great points. Nobody would have ever listened to just me. How did LVC get your address, Chi? I want to know all about that. Because it's really weird. You were there with LVC at La Poubelle. You may have been standing off camera, might have been hiding over there in the corner in the dark shadow. But how did he know exactly what time that DOA would be to your house? And how did he know where you lived? How did he know? I mean, a lot of people know where you live because it's public knowledge with, California. And 15 people registered to live in that house? Seriously? A 2-bedroom house? Really, girl? Get over it. And how many VoIP phone numbers do you have? I think the last count we had was 15. And by the way, this is all public record. So you have 15 VoIP phone numbers that you're using from all over the country to call people. Who are you having talk, Wesley? Just wondering. Um, Chi, let's talk about Ellie. Are you the next Ellie? I mean, you are doing what Ellie did. You've went into how many chats that you moderate? I would moderate more than one chat at a time for one. And two, you have wiggled between you and David B. Have wiggled your asses in to be a moderator in every chat possible. And then what happens? Oh, if you're turned down, then it's time to take that channel down, right? So you run to DOA. Isn't that how it goes? Isn't that how it goes, Chi? If you can't be a moderator, then that channel shouldn't exist. Girl, I'm telling you, you think you're so slick and you're so cool, and everybody else is so stupid. Some people may have been blinded by you, but I will guess that they're going to open their eyes. See, here, we'll just do this a few times. They can get a look at this, the Joker clown face in the shower. How gross is that? And I'm glad that's the only picture. I literally have the video, but I wouldn't dare put it on my channel because ew, gross, nasty. Take a shower. No one cares. Um, So you do know that you possibly are in legal trouble for um, stealing people's copyrighted material, chopping it up, and making people say things that they didn't say. And one of those for sure was definitely AZ Crimson. You made him say things that he did not say on the lives. And if anyone was interested, and yes, his lives are long, you could go back and watch and find where you pieced those together. Not to mention, you didn't do it very well. And it's okay for somebody else to cry about their animal having to be put to sleep, but not a man. Is that it, Chi? Is that what you think about life? Well, what about DOA crying in the mountains? That's all good, isn't it? Maybe he'll come crying to you. Are you his mama? Are you his mama, Chi? Grow up. You guys are just freaking gross. And you know there are legal ramifications to what you're doing. Both of you and DOA both know. Both of you know. And that's why you took all the videos down from your channel because you thought they couldn't be used. Well, a lot of people have those videos. So don't be fooled. They can still be used. And you can't grab the one off of my channel because that'll be used against you. The one that I have up where you're talking about my dead mother, you sick bitch. God. Sorry, I'm not as well mannered as Sticker Chick is. Okay, let's see. And let's go into Z. Good old lockpicking gal. How much money did she grift on her fake trip to Alonzo's? Just questioning. I mean, did she really even go to Alonzo's? From what I understand, she was taking pictures in New Mexico of places. Seems like when you go north, you wouldn't go south to New Mexico to go north because, well, that's just weird. So, yeah, Z, let's hear about all that money. Let's hear about it. What did you really need that money for? Where were you really going? Were you sent to New Mexico by chance? Did she send you to New Mexico and then you got stuck? You couldn't get back? Kind of like you couldn't get to California without contacting Erica? Idiots. And by the way, so many of you people that were in DOA's chat and still in DOA's chat, you need to apologize to Erica because she decided to keep quiet for a while. But I'm thinking she's going to get sick of it and she's going to bring the receipts. I have a lot of those receipts. Will I use them without her permission? I will not. You, on the other hand, have made total asses of yourself. Frankly, go stand in a damn corner like the child you are. You're in timeout. And seriously, I want answers to questions. I wasn't around for Z because, well, I was smart and left a long time ago. But Z, really? What happened with Alonzo? Now it's down to you. We're only there 2 days. Did he throw you out? Were you just mad because he didn't want you smoking moon rock in his house? You know, I don't know. Maybe you needed a shower. Maybe he couldn't afford to feed you, although you had money. You couldn't have ate the buildings, but you could have ate the food, I guess. Um, so I'd like to know what the situations are that did change. Figure that one out for me. Let us all know. We're all interested, and we don't want to hear situations change. We want the truth. You know, I'm really sorry to everyone in DOA's chat that wouldn't listen to me. I am, but I'm not. Okay. I feel really bad. What happened to you. But understand, you guys were not the first ones that happened to. Yet you went right along with what he did. I have put up so many videos on here, even Aesop's Fables, giving you little clues and hints as to what DOA was up to. And nobody paid attention, or you were just, I don't know. I don't know. I don't get it. I've always been one to think for myself. So I was raised to think, and that's what I do. And I just quietly walked away. And then I personally went back and got myself banned on purpose, just because I thought it was fun and entertaining for me. But the rest of you guys who are watching that are still in DOA's chat, and I know some of you are here, and that's okay. David, make sure you write bully in the comments down below because that seems to be all you can do. That's your brainwave. And you could say bully and make it like, I don't know, every other word in a thesaurus that means bully, and take 7 days or so just to say the word bully. It'd be great for me. And then also, I want to bring up something that would happen. She would tell you guys in DOA's chat who to block, and Nanya, not Nadia, Nanya would tell me, "Oh my God, I've blocked you so many times because she keeps saying block Julie B, unblock Julie B, block Julie B, unblock Julie B." She, who are you? Who are you in DOA's chat? And better yet, since I brought that up, that triggered my mind of you saying on your own chat that you were going to ban people not only in your chat, but in DOA's chat if they were caught in another person's chat. What is up with that? Do you own people or you just think you do? I mean, you did spend 4 years hanging with a pedophile, and there are many pictures of you with him. I mean, you went clear across the country. We've had this discussion on this video. You went clear across the country to hang out with pedophile for 4 years. You're gross ass. Which makes me believe you were really just there for the pedophile. Literally. And you're trying to get justice for someone who was literally used to trap the guy on the TCAP, which is to catch a predator. Who cares? Anyway, not that I like predators or pedophiles. I'm going to say that here or there. That's not, that's gross. They're gross ass people. Anyway, but yeah. Um, and every time she tells you guys to jump, or she would laugh. A lot of it got to the point though. At some point, a lot of people were ignoring Chi, so that's when she would go to her channel and make fun of people and get attention, and do video upon video about Erica that were complete lies, putting towels over her head to have blonde hair. She's just stupid. And if you guys sat in her chat and watched that, ugh. Hi Muggsy, hi K2. If you guys sat in her channel and watched that, I mean, it's bad enough that we have it screen recorded, all those videos. She did that to Erica. She did that to AZ. She's done that to several people that literally have done nothing to her other than just tell her she's gross. But yeah, Nanya is the one that brought that up, that she had to block and unblock me several times. She still has me blocked. It's, what is it? Music saves, music heals, something like that. That's Nanya. She'll never know because evidently she has me blocked. Vaughn could have been right about a lot of things. We don't know. And also, information that I had that she was really angry a couple times. And one of those was, I did get Laura and another survivor of Scientology a meeting with Jamie Raskin. That made Chi mad, and talk about mad. DOA was so mad that I was able to do that, and that he didn't know about it. He did not actually know about that meeting until the day of. During the meeting with Jamie Raskin, who gave them 30 minutes, and he usually does like a 10-minute meeting. He gave them 30 minutes. He asked questions. He took notes. He had one of his interns also up in the corner typing out everything that was said. DOA didn't know about it, but he was texting Lara during it. He was very angry that she got to meet with Jamie Raskin, even if it was a Zoom call. The other person didn't think it was real either until he appeared. So, but I did do that. DOA, you're just so stupid that you believe in Chi. As far as your stuff at the Hollywood division, I literally had all the information for you to get your information back, but you yourself had to call and you didn't. Did she intercept that email? Because I told her what I was doing and she said she was telling you. I'm guessing she didn't tell you, did she? You had to literally contact that person yourself at it was the Justice and Integrity System of the DA's office. They were going to help you get your phones and your computer back, but you were too damn lazy, or you're relying on Chi. Which was it? Or was it both? You just want to make an ass of yourself, and you did. That could have already been handled a long time ago, but no, you screwed around and did that. And guess what? What did I say? She did tell you that. I said, I'm not helping you anymore. And that was the truth. And it pissed you off. Well, guess what? Go to Chi. She should have handled that. Was she was calling the DA's office back then and telling them that she was your wife. Did you know you and Chi were married? Is that something you want to tell us? I mean, we already have the text where she has promised an oath to her Lord and Master DOA. There you go. Little weird. Okay, not a little, a lot. Okay, water time. And food was just waved in my food or my face. That was really rude. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so DOA had everybody turn on me, which I find amazing because I never really did anything to anybody in chat unless they were assholes. Excuse me. Again, Kenny, you're really irrelevant, but you did what you did. DOA, you don't think that's a stalker, so that makes you a stalker too, because you're trying to get into people's lives, right? Chi, you're trying to get into real people, to people's real lives. David B. Oh, we missed him. David B., you trying to get in people's real life? I missed a page. Okay, David, in your debate channel. Really? It's not a debate channel. It's called Say What I Want to Hear channel, or I'm going to ban you, right? There's no debating with you, and everything's a stupid question if you don't want to answer it. A little weird. You weaseled your way in. Let me tell you, David B., I like hyper focus on things, and I can still remember being watching at La Poubelle live, and you kept calling DOA, and he kept yelling, "Shut up, David! Stop calling me! I don't want to talk to you." Right? Do you remember that, David? I mean, there's a lot of us that do. But here you are. You finally got your claws and dug in to get up his butt. You and Chi both take your little love thing that you got going on. You're gonna protect Chi because she was SA'd once, and you're protect her for the rest of her life. And yes, I have that on text. She never has done anything wrong. Fake fights. I don't believe anything. I can pick you guys out and your lies so easy. It makes you mad, doesn't it? Probably another reason why I'm not there. Also, if you got a reason that you can actually tell me why you unsubscribed from AZ, I hate to bring this up, and he probably doesn't want his name brought up, but I'm going to do it. What did AZ actually do to you? And I want proof. I want proof of what AZ did to you. Do you understand Chi and DOA calling him a pedophile? And why? Because he uses a red panda? What was that? And by the way, that was AJ that started the red panda stuff. So maybe you need to talk to AJ about your issues. Yes. Yes, Ivor. Mansplaining is a term used to describe the act of a man explaining something to a woman in a condescending, overconfident, or patronizing manner. Absolutely. And here's the funny thing. My dad was a World War II vet. There was no patronizing anybody. You bucked up and you knew exactly what was going on. You didn't need anything mansplained to you. You better catch it the first time. And my dad was not a mean person either, by the way. But I can guarantee you knew things. Let me see. David B., where are you? I have little notes stuck on the side. But anyway, yeah, if you can tell me one thing that AZ ever did to any of you to make you unsubscribe, I'm more than willing to wait and listen. But you better bring the proof with you. I'll bring you up here. You show your proof. I want to see it. Here, let's scare everybody one time. Ready? There you go. I just wanted to perk up the mood just a moment, make everyone wish they hadn't had supper yet. Oh goodness. Let's see. She threatened. Oh, and David B. You never want David B. as a moderator. I know for a fact that he goes into every chat that he's a moderator. Did I get you, Eric? Hey, Scott, my hero. Speaking of David B., perfect timing. David B., and this is so great. Oh my God, when Scott did this, I just cracked up when he went in and played God Mod. And why did I not think of that with Melody? Why? Oh, Scott, you should have told me in advance. Just randomly. You should have known. But David B. liked to go into everyone's chat and just start blocking anyone who was chatting and where he was moderating. So and I know that for a fact. And basically from AZ's, it was very obvious because AZ had to go unblock like half of the world. But I know he does it in other chats also. So Scott, it was freaking epic when you turned it around on David. That was the best. I was like cheering that night when AZ was going to show it. It was like, hurry up, get to the end. Hurry up, get to the end. That was totally awesome. But But David B is just an ass kisser, really. I mean, who is he? What is he? He's a nobody. He begged DOA and begged DOA and begged DOA for attention. Now he got it. Now he needs everyone's attention. Why? What does he have to say? Literally, I could probably take a 2-hour video of his and sum it up in less than 10 minutes, maybe. Maybe it would take me that long. Um, let's see. And by God, I have another question. Why are these people handing DOA money to help him be a hoarder? If he ever had to put that RV on a scale, that RV would be removed from the road. Just saying. And, you know, you got to count his weight plus the weight of everything he has in it. Those RVs have a weight limit. He's going to complain and complain as he goes through tires and shocks, and he better hope that it doesn't crack. And he also better hope he doesn't go over a bridge with a certain amount of tonnage, because I know the smaller bridges he's already overweight for. And I know this because I watch someone who does van life, who, by the way, keeps her place clean. She doesn't beg for money. She actually door dashes for her money. So just saying, DOA, it's worth a try. Try some door dashing. Oh God, don't. Just don't. You wear the same clothes day after day. It's gross. Gross. And why do you want to support people that admit freely that they use other people for their content, like Sticker Chick, and then he tried to say he built AZ's channel. AZ's channel's been around since 2010. Yeah, there's just so much to say. It's like I hit high points that I could think of at the moment. It's just weird. And then I've got the MLH thing. Oh, MLH again. Okay, everybody, close your eyes. This is for MLH. He was really mad that a picture of Chi that I had of her with her broken face and the whole side of her face full and covered in makeup, but it's not going to stop swelling. Yeah, he was mad because that picture was put up. So I'm guessing this is the picture that he wants of Chi. So they're MLH. Got it? I hope so, because we don't want to. I'm definitely not playing the video because, oh, that's even worse. Okay, there. That was for MLH. Oh, and Crackhead Kenny, I'm sure you might want to contact DOA because he really loves you. And I think he's wanting you back in his chat and on his channel. And that way you can bring your 2 or 3 followers with you to his channel because he's getting that desperate. But I think he's wanting you, KK. I think it's a true love match. Just wanting you to know. And also, he acts like he wants some of his DC trolls back because, you know, his brain can't seem to get out of DC, and he fantasizes about DC at all hours of the day and night and whatever. I didn't follow him. I don't care. Like I said, as far as I know, he can fall off the next roof he's on. And Kenny, by the way, psst, we know that she was giving you people's names and information. Okay, so Kenny, how close are you with Chi? Just curious, crackhead Kenny. Chi, how close are you to Kenny? There were 2 people that were given addresses, and you put them out there. But it wasn't you that was given the addresses. Could it have been DOA and Chi that had those names and addresses? And you still have the wrong name, by the way, for some people. More than one. But anyway, just saying. But again, Judy, you know, if you see this, I'm sorry you were used, but you were used. I was watching you be used. But you got to watch. You got to open your eyes and just not be a sheep is all I can say. I've told you guys nicely, like in Fables, Aesop's Fables, which I will continue to do. But I was flat out telling you, you were being used, you were sheep, you were being herded, and you were being told to do what exactly DOA and Chi wanted you to do. It was sick. And yes, Muggsy, I still own the copyright to AZ. He is an unmade bed. Actually, when he showed his hotel room, there was no sheets on the bed. They were rumpled up in the middle. Yes, yes, sticker check. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's going to be the KK and DOA, the family reunion. I absolutely agree with that. And I know DC doesn't want him back. You blame them? I wouldn't. I gag when I feel like I need to go watch to see what he's saying. I'm gagging through the whole thing. I'm like, thanks, Muggsy. um, when I have to go back and like even watch a little bit to catch what he said, because it can be used. There are so many things that legally, that especially what she has done, which is like again, what she took her videos down and she's now posting them on Z's channel because she knows. I don't know if she thought she was hiding them because she's just too out of it. She's either drunk or so stoned she doesn't know if she's here or there or in her bed in the garage. So anyway, that's where she's hiding her videos. She thinks it's really gross. Two dunces and a pair of pineapple glasses. That was a really good one. I have to praise that one. Oh wow. So I don't know where to go from here. Anybody got any questions I might answer? I am not good at leading myself. I was like going, I'm nervous. I haven't done this by myself again. If you want, we can talk about AJ. Um, I talk to AJ a lot on the phone. I used to. We text back and forth. And then it kind of freaked me out when she told me that she was helping someone get URLs to get IP addresses. And of course, then she became, and then there's the joke about the four horsemen. Yes, I know I stopped in mid sentence and I couldn't finish the sentence. Anyway, she was called up on AZ's panel, and David wouldn't hardly let her speak. He was taking up for her and falling over himself. But if you go back to that video, she says that she'd been to the hospital because AZ had tried to contact her and ask her about these allegations. But she had literally told me, and there were other people also. Um, and he literally put up the Discord what she was saying, the reasons she couldn't contact him, the reason she couldn't talk to him, and she was one of his mods. Um, and then she supposedly had a stroke, but they said it wasn't a stroke; it was a thyroid storm and Bell's palsy. But the next day, when she went to her doctor, after going to her doctor the day before, the emergency room, something, then her doctor said she had a stroke, but she amazingly could get on a bus and go to Vegas real quick. So she was actually in Las Vegas when she answered AZ's message on Discord finally. So that's the story of AJ. AJ was also under another name, and she was one of Street's mods that got kicked to the curb. And we all know about Street's mods that got kicked to the curb, right? So they're troublemakers. She plays innocent well, but not if you actually know her. And I know DOA is going to be all over this one. I don't know if he ever found out that she was one of Street's mods. I'm sure that G told him, unless she was covering her own butt. But there's AJ. So I don't trust any of them. And the joke about the horsemen and the four horsemen and the sidekicks. Can we talk about who the four horsemen were? Erica, can you name a horseman? I will. There's Auntie M, Chi, AJ, and Z. Those were the ones that we laughed, and it was really a joke about the four horsemen and their sidekick. So, yeah, sticker check. It's amazing when you look back now. I was catching a lot of it. Like I said, it got to the point that I was tuning out DOA and I was literally reading everything in chat. And it was like, I don't belong here. These people are ditzy and they're going to do, if he says jump, they're not even going to ask how high. They're just going to jump. And that's exactly what they still do to this day. And I don't get it. I don't know if it's because I never thought that way. I've always had my own mindset and my own thought. She will use anybody for information. She is your best friend. You are the sweetest. Oh, and here's the one. When you see this, run. She will type, quote, "We love," fill in a name. Don't we? Who is we? Does she have a mouse in her pocket? So when you start saying "we love," that's her cueing everyone's brain to love bomb somebody. And she does love bomb people. It's rather gross. And so does DOA. So, yeah, it really is so cringe looking back. I can't believe people believe. Now, Sticker Chick, I knew from day one when she came on DOA's first live, she was like, do I really want to be here? And it was like, this girl thinks for herself. I like her. And I've always liked Sticker Chick because she does have a mind of her own. I'm not a gang mentality thinker. I like people who actually have their own thoughts. It's great because that's the way I am. I don't need to follow and do everything everyone says. So, well, that should be enough to wind some people up and make them cry for the night. Um, Anything else that anybody can think of that I may know, and you may have to pick my brain because it's like something will click. Something oddly clicked with me last night when something was said, and it was like a long time ago, but when DOA was protesting, and there was someone who used to show up, um, blonde, long blonde haired female. She would wear a bandana over her face, glasses, and usually dress, oh, and a hat over her head, and dress in dark colors. So that clicked back in my brain, and that's been a long time ago. And I'm pretty sure I know who that is. I'm not saying for sure because at this moment I'm not sure. But yes, Auntie M, ugh, Z, AJ, T, the Four Horsemen. DOA was their sidekick. And that's pretty much what it is to this day. Odd how my house got so quiet. Yeah, and Sandra. I'm getting little messages. Sandra was also a side. She might have been the sidekick actually, although DOA is kind of their sidekick. He kind of jumps and moves and runs and believes what's said from his horsemen. I really do need the Four Horsemen picture that AZ did. I would use that on my channel. So is there the thing that they just want Dio to love them the most? No, no, Sticker Chick. Actually, that's not what it is. What it is he's so stupid. They're like using him like a little puppet. So that's what they're doing. They are using a little puppet. They're trying to gather people. She's been a gatherer since she was doing the pedophile thing, and she got kicked out of the group because she didn't want anyone else to talk to this pedophile. She just wanted to talk to him as Casey and Ember, and she had Tiffany, and there was a whole freaking list of those names. So she just likes eh, to get people to get people. She started her channel and he kept promoting it, and she could never get any bigger than what she is now. And I literally went there one time and she made me a mod. Oh, this is funny. Hang on, I gotta grab this real quick. Oh Lord. See if I can do it. I gotta save this. Hang on. I gotta send a picture. It's just a little laugh for you all. Yes, she loves control. She cannot do without. Okay, let's see. Let me find where I stored this picture that I just downloaded. Okay, ready. Got it. Okay. I think. Okay, here it is. Here it is. There you go. See, one of the horsemen's kind of in the shadows back there. This has been around. To what end? She needs people. She needs attention. She is a super attention seeker, if you haven't noticed. You know, for someone who's supposedly been essayed and David B's gonna support her all of her life. Hey Mac. Um she uses that, but then again, she's like, everything is sexual. She makes everything sexual. She calls everybody pedophiles with zero anything. It's just her go-to word. So now you know where DOA is getting it, right? It's the constant pedophile usage. She chops up videos and makes people say what they don't. You know, she complains because AZ was crying because he had to put his cat to sleep. But it's okay for DOA to cry in the mountains because what? I don't know. He peed on a tree and it dropped a limb. I don't know. It's just stupid. That's her getting attention, and she wants one over on everybody else. The video she did about my dead mom. By the way, do you like the Four Horsemen? I understand one's missing, and they are dog cheese. By the way, um, that was great. A little fun for everybody. But she constantly needs attention. And oh, what was I talking? Her sexualizing everyone. You know, everything and everything that she speaks about, and she doesn't everybody's chat. She will just the whole chat will be having a conversation wherever, and she'll just randomly put in lines about sex. And it's like, does she have anything else on her brain? Obviously not. I mean, she's been up on people's panels in the shower. It's like gross. Who wants to see this? It's just flat out gross. That's I don't she's an attention seeker. Oh, thanks, Sticker Chick. Yes, they are suicide trolls. They're living for that. Z, Scott, I think Z has been around from the DC days. I know she went as Lock Pickings Gal out of West Virginia. And oddly, that's where Z is from. Neither show their face. They sound alike. They have the same scars. She talks about her scars on her channel. She talked about them as Lock Pickings Gal, too. So well, you know, Sticker Check. We all know she's bullshit. A lot of people have left her chat too. And not to mention she knows that's why she's putting her stuff on Z's channel now. She knows she's crossed the line one too many times. So there's that. I never liked her humor. I never thought that she was funny. I know. And he get that night he was drinking like energy drinks. And if you'd have paid attention, he couldn't quit talking. So I banned him. I banned him from energy drinks. It's a joke. I can't control AZ. I don't try to control AZ. But I did tell him, stop it. But I think what happened is that, and it happens with a lot of people, you start hearing the same talk and then it suddenly works its way into your conversation as an insult when somebody else uses it as an insult. It'll eventually work its way into your conversation if you hear it enough. It's not it's not, and he'll work on it. He told you he was going to work on that. Um, so he will. AZ's really pretty good about keeping his promises. AZ and I are friends. I mean, I've been a mod for him for like a year now, and we bullshit on like Discord, as in normal every day. What the hell are you cooking? What's this recipe? So I have no idea who Dad Ant is. I think he's a avocado cartel member or was, and then lived off of hot dogs at a car lot. Yay, Sticker Chick. I was wondering, it was like, I got to get this over with just in case Sticker Chick goes live. So I wanted to get this in before. So good job. If nobody has any more questions, I'm going to go ahead and Yee. I'm going to go ahead and probably end this. I wanted to just get out some things. I probably missed about 20 things, and if I did, I will write them down and I'll come back one other day and do another video because it's been too long since I've done a live. And it was like, I was freaking out. I calmed down a little bit now. Yeah, we did. We've already talked about Melody's lies. But a lot of people owe Erica an apology. Erica didn't lie about surgery. And by the way, AZ didn't lie about surgery either. That was Chi's thing. Anybody who had surgery was a liar. And then she wanted to tell people how to take their medication like she's a doctor. I'm guessing that's where Melody got her medical license, was from Chi, who doesn't have a medical license either. And they dive into pools with cement bar stools face first and hit bar stools. Just saying, that's a great doctor. And for them to be telling other people. There's been people who said that they had surgery. And they all made it up. And it's sad to say, Rather Be a Maui was one of the first to fall for the Erica never really had surgery, except I spent a lot of time on the phone literally talking with her doctors to help Erica out, because Erica does get depressed at a certain time of year. I mean, her husband of 35 years died, and she does go through that, and she will come into chats and she will say, "Don't mind me. I'm just depressed right now, and this is why." And then that's what she says. So she even warns in advance, like in August, that this is her time of year, that she's depressed. So just don't mind her. It wasn't the first time that was said, that she was depressed in August. It was something that they ran with when she was in California. Well, after she left California, and they all got their money and their hotel rooms and all their food and all that stuff paid for. Then they decided to turn on her. Oh, and Z, don't ask people to bring you pain pills, by the way. It really looks bad. Don't be a druggie, okay? It's just not safe to be out driving across country and popping pain pills and driving around California. And I don't think you're allowed to drive around California totally stoned out of your brain either. Just saying, you might want to be very careful of that. Right, AZ. Get back to work. You're right. Yeah, AZ did. He started drinking. Not to mention, he did have a brain tumor. And he was, as anyone would be afraid, to have that surgery to remove that brain tumor. And the day he got out of the hospital, like a fool, I'm not saying anything I wouldn't tell him anyway. Like a fool, he went live, and he was still on the medication from the hospital. He was in there. I don't even remember what was it, like 2 weeks, I think, in the hospital. And for some reason, she has this thing that you can't have anybody in your house run a live stream with music. I don't know where her brain is. I thought she was super techie. She should be able to learn that. Anyway, because I was talking to AZ the whole time, knowing what was going on. I didn't release how he was until he told me to give an update. And then he ended up showing up that night in the chat. And then, you know, then he went live in his chat and started talking, which then she, of course, recorded. So, and I agree, Sticker Chick. I don't like all the sex talk either. It drives me freaking nuts. Yeah, Moonrock. That's the title of Chi's video that's on Z's page, unless she takes it down real quick. But is it still around? It's actually cartoon pornography of a horse. That's the video she put up on Z's page. Cartoon porn. Because, well, you know, that's what happens when you're an SA victim, right? That's all you thrive for. So, anyway, I'm going to get off of here. Sticker's going to go live. I got to get ready for Sticker. That's 45 minutes. And I keep smelling food that people cooked. And it smells really good and I didn't have to cook. So I will tell everyone now, good night. See you in Sticker Chicks. What time did you say? 8:45. Okay, so Sticker Chicks going to be live around 8:45. See everybody over there. Y'all have a good night. Thanks for listening. If you don't agree, bring the receipts and show me anything that I said that was absolutely wrong. But you better be able to back them up against the receipts I have, because 99.9% of the time, I'm not going to say anything unless I have receipts to back up what I say. Because I'm not dumbass, and my mouth is not my receipt. So, on that thought, y'all have a good night. I will see you all in Sticker Chicks. Good night, everybody.